What's up, guys? Farzin Vousoughian here for this halftime live stream. The Chiefs leading the Ravens 20-10 at halftime. Pretty good first half for Kansas City. Got off to a really bad start with the Ravens just marching down the field on that opening drive. Since then, this has really gone in Kansas City's favor the entire time. Very few errors. I would argue that the Chiefs kind of mishandled things during that 2-minute offense after Lamar Jackson's fumble. But outside of that, I can't really complain about Kansas City's offense right now, or the defense outside of the opening drive of the game. I feel like this team in general definitely playing much better. And you heard Jim Nantz say it right at the end of the first half. That's the best half of football the Chiefs have played through 3.5 games so far this season. And he's absolutely right. The Chiefs put up 17 points in the second quarter alone. We haven't seen that kind of offensive production in quite some time. I can't even think right now. When was the last time the Chiefs put up 20.5? We talked about getting off to a good start. The Chiefs have yet to score a touchdown in the first quarter of the season. In fact, the last time they had a first quarter touchdown was the AFC Championship game against the Buffalo Bills. With Patrick Mahomes in this offense, they're moving the ball. Still far from perfect. Still a lot of things to work on, but they're looking better than they have in some of their recent games. Getting the ball down the field to Worthy, who leads the team in receiving yards. I was wrong. I said my concern is the shoulder. How is he going to look? Can he go full speed? My expectation was that he was going to be on a snap count, and he's not. He's got 3 receptions. That's the second most on the team. Kelsey has 4. Brashard Smith also has 3, and he leads the team in receiving yards with 50. He's been targeted a couple of more times in the game so far. Him and Mahomes haven't necessarily connected yet. I'd like to see the Chiefs get Tyquan Thornton more involved. He's been kind of a no-show in this one. I know Mahomes targeted him once. I think it was on a third down play, just trying to get rid of the football. But Juju's gotten involved a little bit here, even when not catching a pass, going out there, being a decoy for the defense and letting Worthy get an opportunity on that fourth down play there. Hollywood Brown's had a couple of key catches in this one here. People were telling me Hollywood's washed up, Juju's washed up. Well, this is an offense that's getting involved. I think what you're seeing right now from Worthy, Hollywood, and a mix of Juju and Tyquan. I know Tyquan's been very quiet today. That's really been the expectation from what we have been waiting to see from Rice, Hollywood, and Worthy, but we haven't seen that trio together in a game yet. Hopefully it happens in week 7 when Rice comes back, but until then, I like the way this Chiefs offense is moving. The running game, that's the big struggle there. Outside of Xavier Worthy's 35-yard run on the end round there, the Chiefs have been terrible running the football. Kareem Hunt's got 5 carries for 10 yards. Do the simple math there. That's 2 yards a carry. Pacheco with 2 carries, averaging 2.5 yards a carry. I mean, this just has not been very good for the Chiefs. And this is a Baltimore team that's the second worst run defense in the league, the worst run defense in terms of EPA allowed. So Kansas City's got to at least be better on the ground. So that is starting to become more and more of a concern as the season goes on. Pacheco and Brashard Smith, they both had drops on the same drive. That never helps. So that does need to be clear, they made up for it. Brashard Smith had a couple of nice catch and run plays earlier in the game. And Pacheco also had that touchdown run through the air that Mahomes got to him. So they've been able to make up for it a little bit. And you're seeing Brashard Smith get involved. I know Jalen Royals has not been targeted in this game. He did have a kick return in this game. And, he's still out there on the offense. He's been on the field for a few snaps, but you still have Tyquan Thornton in there. I'd be very curious to see if he gets going in the second half. So I like what I'm seeing overall in general. The 2-minute offense right there, I think my biggest criticism right there with the Chiefs after the Lamar Jackson fumble, they've got to figure out how to handle the blitz. So that's something Patrick Mahomes has been very good about for a long time in his career. So they've got to figure that out. And then you look at the field goal, Butker. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a 56-yarder. Listen, you're just fortunate this wasn't a touchdown drive to end the first half, because if that was a touchdown, Baltimore would have been within 1 score. Fortunately, it's still a 2-possession game, and Kansas City gets the ball to start the second half. That does make a bit of a difference there, but Butker's got to connect on that, man. He's got to connect on that. Looking back, obviously, you wish the Chiefs would have ran the ball on that third down play there and tried to get a little closer to maybe help out Butker there. Again, it's a 56-yarder, but you're seeing a lot of kickers make those kicks now. Like, I still remember back 20 years ago, a 53-yard field goal was never guaranteed. Now, it just feels like that's a given that a kicker will make it. I mean, I don't know what the percentage is now. Kickers kicking from 50 yards out. I'm sure someone has that information somewhere, but got to be much better than that. Got to be much better. Yeah, I'm already seeing a lot of people talking about Butker in the chat. This is my first time looking at the chat here, so. Okay, looks like we are coming back real soon. Boy, that was a really quick halftime live stream. Are we sure? No. It's not. It's okay. It's not done. I thought they were coming back. No, they're still. It's the halftime crew. Here's what I love on that fourth down play where the Chiefs sent the blitz. I get it. You're dealing with these big, heavy-duty linebackers coming after you. You cannot throw the ball away on fourth down. You got to at least try something. Lamar Jackson just said, I give up. Here, I'm throwing this to the sidelines. You cannot do that on fourth down. And Lamar Jackson, I know a lot of people have, their opinions on his passing style and whatnot. I still consider Lamar Jackson one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. I mean, he's got 2 MVPs. How many quarterbacks in the NFL right now have 2 or more MVPs? The only one that's out there is Patrick Mahomes. And a 2-time MVP like Lamar Jackson, almost a 3-time MVP, should have thought better in that moment not to throw the ball away. But that's what a Spags defense will do to you, man. A Spags defense will really rattle you and make you not look elite. He looked elite, Lamar, that is, on that first drive. Since then, Kansas City's defense has been really good. A lot of Butker. Oh boy, there's like a World War III fight for Butker going on in the chat. Noah Gray's been there. He hasn't been targeted, I don't think. Yeah, Noah Gray has not been targeted, but he has been in there. He was actually not too far from Kelsey on that play when Kelsey got close to the end zone there. Listen, I said 34-17 at halftime. I'm feeling pretty good about that prediction. I mean, if the Ravens score 1 touchdown and the Chiefs score 2, I'm doing good. I'm doing good on that. Missouri Deer Hunter says, got to establish a better run. Yeah, that's frustrating. And I haven't even mentioned this yet. Baltimore is banged up defensively. And I mentioned they're already, bottom 3 in total defense. Basically, every defensive category you can think of. Every key defensive category, I should say. But they also lost Roquan Smith at some point. Isaiah Likely is in the game. I mean, he's available. You saw him a little bit in the final minute of the game. But, boy, they're not really able to move the ball well since that opening drive. Other than that last few seconds there after the Butker miss. Okay, everyone is basically talking about Butker. Yeah, that's a massive 6-point swing, Terry. I agree with you. Listen, let me just say this about Butker, because I know that's what everyone's talking about right now. I still trust Butker at the end of the day. I know right now it's looking bleak. It's not looking great. If the Chiefs are setting up for a game-tying field goal from long distance, am I going to be cringing a little bit, covering my eyes? Yeah, probably. But let me ask you guys this question. When has Butker failed you in the fourth quarter or in overtime? Because I'm trying to think. I can't think of that right now. The 13 seconds game to tie it, to force overtime, the AFC Championship game. Yeah, the Chiefs got the hit out of bounds from Joseph Osai, but that was still a long-range kick in the cold. To tie it in Super Bowl 58, to win it in Super Bowl 57. I know those Super Bowl kicks were short distance kicks, but the amount of pressure on you in that moment is never easy. I know I'm forgetting another kick in the playoffs, but Butker's come through. He had the game winner last year against Cincinnati, 54 yards away. I know Butker had the knee issue last year. This year, they're saying it's not a knee issue. It's more of a connecting the foot to the ball issue. At least that's what Dave Tope said. But I still trust Butker at the end of the day. Like I right now, is he the best kicker? No, far, far, far from it. But this guy's come through for the Chiefs every single time in the end. That's all I'm going to say. Not defending this guy. I mean, he's got to make those kicks. Listen, they're long range kicks. I get it. If it was like one or two misses from long range, okay. But we're getting a lot of those. I know there was a PAT from the Kareem Hunt taunting or whatever the hell they called that was not even close to a taunting. It was a 48-yard PAT. It's just they're stacking up. That's the problem. Like I said earlier, everyone else is making their kicks from long range. I mean, we hear announcers that are like, yeah, this used to be 50-50. Now it's damn near perfect for kickers. Butker was one of those kickers who almost never missed from long range. So I don't know what's going on. I questioned last week. I said, is there an injury he's dealing with? And the Chiefs were very quick to refute that thought, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's interesting for sure. Yeah, where are all those people who were laughing at me for saying the Chiefs offense was going to step it up this week? Chiefs are going to get the ball to start the third quarter. Hey, we got to get a touchdown drive here. Go out there, go down the field, get Thornton involved. Let's see Noah Gray, Jalen Royals this half. Let's see that. Because if the Chiefs can start this drive with a touchdown, I'm going to feel pretty good for the rest of the game. All right, I'm Farzin Vousoughian. Come back after the game. We will do the Chiefs Zone podcast live. I want to hear from all of you. It's not going to be a late night like it was last week, so I do expect to hear from a lot of you guys this game. I'm going to have the video link for you guys to call in. Just got to turn on your audio, your video after you click on the link and put in your name, and we will chat it up. I'm Farzin Vousoughian. I'm out. I'll talk to you guys after the game.